And hello, my loves, my enchiladas. It's Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition. Check out my new Buddha. Ooh, isn't he just cute? Also, check out the plant, okay? She's a plant mom now. We literally went small because, guys, I do not have a green thumb. That is something that I'm aspiring to have. So we got to get something little, something easy, something that I can love on. You know, I put some crystals in here for her. Her name is Light. My other plant I had before, she passed, but we got a new one. And she was a little droopy, but now she's cute. So send me love and lights. Okay, send me green thumbs. All my planters, send green thumb energy Tori's way, okay? But hola, ¿cómo están? You beautiful souls. Happy Tuesday, or whenever you are viewing this. We are here. We are here together on this beautiful moon in Capricorn. Hello. Okay. So, we have a couple of things that I want to discuss with the beautiful soul who is watching this video. This might be a little meaty, it might be a little long, okay? However, I feel like it's necessary. One of the things that I want to talk about, that I really want you to repeat this mantra to yourself this week, okay? Right here, okay? I'm bringing out one of my personal ones. This is, I am happy and thankful that I now know myself, love myself, and accept myself wholeheartedly. This is one that I created myself. This is a mantra that I say to myself daily. It's already embedded in my memory. This is what I come to. And I love mantras or affirmations that cover the whole grounds. And this week, if you don't do nothing else for your self-love muffin, I want you to repeat this to yourself. I am happy and thankful that I now know myself, okay? Know thyself. And not only know yourself, love yourself. Love all that you know, all that you are, the good, the bad, the in-between, the parts that you show the world, the parts that you don't. I want you to love all of yourself. And then what? Accept yourself wholeheartedly. You understand me? This affirmation right here will change your life. It covers every ounce, every part of you. I said this mantra to myself when I did not love myself. That was one of my goals, was to authentically, truly love me, to authentically, truly accept Tori. And I have watched that fully manifest. You know, I've watched that wholeheartedly take root. Like, it's real. It's not like a thing that I just gotta say, fake it until I make it. No, this is reality. This is my truth now. But at one point in time, it was not my truth. But repetition is the mother skill. Whatever you study, wherever you set your glaze, I promise you, it will take root. Those seeds are being planted when you speak this to yourself, when you speak this over your life. Above all, love thyself, because when you love yourself, you know how to love other people. You know how to love in general. But I think sometimes where we go left is that we try to love people first, or things outside of us, before we cultivate that within ourselves. I know that's where I used to always make that mistake. Okay? And it's okay. Making that mistake is okay. You know, you gonna hit your head a couple of times, get a little knocked around, get a little concussions. But however, at any moment, you can make a sound decision to vibe with you, to love you, to trust yourself. Okay? So, when I was meditating in the ethers, all right, this is literally what is going on and what your soul wants you to know. To the beautiful soul that is watching this, Okay? Your path is your path. You hear, Tori? Your path is your path. You are right where you are meant to be. I love the beautiful Tony with the grown woman's affirmations, and she clearly states that I am my own version of perfect. Okay? Because that word perfect or perfectionism, you can tell I don't try to do it because I don't even know how to pronounce it. So, one of the things that I want to let you know, I am my own version of perfect. When you embody your own version, and when I say by that, embodying your own version of perfect, I mean your DNA, your makeup. I mean you accepting who you are on an individual level. Accepting your individuality, your makeup. That is what I define as my perfect. Because this beautiful client told me that I could share it with you guys. I was on a one-on-one coaching, honey. And I have seen this beautiful soul just transform her life, take herself out of depression, out of depletion, start her business, manifest wildest things that she didn't even perceive that she could do. And with all of that magic, guys, with all of that beauty, this beautiful soul was critiquing herself, and she just didn't feel like she was doing enough, and there was something else that she needed to do, and just all of this. And, I was just letting her finish. I was letting her, I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to interrupt you. I was letting her finish her rant and, go through what she was working through. And I told her, I said, you owe, inserted her name, such and such an apology. And she, she looked at me, and I'm like, I hear you talk about what she's not doing or what you feel like she should be doing. But I asked this question, where did you get that from? Where did you get this from, that you're not doing enough? And when we got to the bottom of it, it was this whole comparison thing. We sometimes allow where other people are on their journey, or other people's success, or what we see on social media, or, us trying, us feeling guilty or whatever. We allow those things to dictate our path and how we move, because of what someone has said. I always tell you, what I say should merely be a confirmation of your intuition, guided intuition. What is your intuition telling you? And when I looked at this beautiful soul, and I told her, I said, see, that is the problem. We're always comparing our journeys to other people and where other people are and what's going on, or what the world tells you where you should be by this age, how you should do it. And if you're not correctly, well, guess what? They're right. You're not on their path. Okay, baby, you're not on their perfect path. You're on your own perfect path. And the beautiful thing about being on your own perfect path is that you can't mess it up. You might think you're messing up. You might think that you might not be advancing or something, but maybe there is something in that moment that you need to experience. There is something in that moment that you may need to process. All right? You might need to process something. But this is what your soul, your intuition wants you to know. Take yourself off of somebody else's timeline. Take yourself off of somebody else's success. Listen, there is nothing wrong with inspiration. There is nothing wrong with inspiration. But let me tell you something. Okay. I remember a point of time in my life where I aspired to be everybody. I wanted to look like be. I wanted to look like this. I wanted to have this. I wanted to do this. I wanted to be this. I can honestly tell you there is nobody else in this world that I desire to be than myself. You couldn't pay me $1 million to change my life. Like, bloop, get in somebody else's body. I don't care, the most successful person. So, the only thing that's stopping you from being successful, or could stop you from being successful in your own life, those things: doubt, fear of judgment, fear of success, fear of transparency, fear of putting yourself out there, things of that nature. All right. And number 2 is, you never know what people go through on an individual level. You understand me? You know, you get glimpses of it in Hollywood when stuff are aired out. You know, when you see the most happiest, beautiful, you know, soul, when they commit suicide or when things like that happen. But I've learned on a personal experience, like, not to, you can inspire, but the fact that when, you know, if somebody else's life or what they have or what they're doing, you know, like, no, be you. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are amazing. But one of these things that we're coming into in this, you know, this new age of Aquarius is comparing ourselves to other people. That is an injustice to you, my love. You are a beautiful, amazing soul. All of you. If you are willing to walk your path and be you without any F's giving, you got most of success down. I'm telling you, it's a hit. I'm telling you. Okay? But most importantly, like, you do a injustice to yourself to compare yourself to somebody else and where they are. You couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me $1 million to switch lives with somebody else. You could not. Because when you become aware of self, when you know yourself, when you love yourself, you know your worth, you realize that really, if you put your mind to it, there's nothing that you can't do. You're such a powerful individual. You're such a wisdom freaking, I don't know, a container. Like, you really lack nothing. You know? So to the beautiful soul who is watching this, I want to let you know, honor your path. And you are right where you need to be. Be your own version. And I'm talking about your own version, your own individuality. Everyone has a moral compass inside of them. Let's say that everyone's watching this video. You know what feels authentic and good to you, and you know what does not feel authentic and good to you. Allow that to drive you. Not what anybody else is trying to tell you how to do, how to be. No, you know, you inspire, baby, but that's it. You know, take a little inspiration and go on your day. Okay? All right. So what I want to read, you know, we got to read from our Faith in the Valley, Lessons for Women on the Journey to Peace and Men. Okay. When I flipped, guys, look at that. I got hair everywhere. When I flipped in this book, this is the page that came up right here. When I placed it on my heart, it asked, what would you like the beautiful soul to know that is watching this? This one came up. It says, I was trying to help.
Dear God, I was on my way to the mountaintop, taking one step a day, just like you said. One day, after I had stopped, I met this really nice guy. I have no idea what he was doing way up there, but he said he needed a place to stay. It was freezing that day, so I couldn't leave him outside. I invited him in. While we got to talking, and he was really nice. The next morning, I got up, fixed his breakfast, and packed up so that we could move forward. He slept until 4 o'clock. By the time he got up, washed, shaved, and ate, it was 6:30 and very dark. He promised to get up early the next day so we could take the next step together. I can't lie to you, God. He wore me out that night. So the next day, I overslept. To make a long story short, this went on for 3 weeks. We stayed in the same place without moving forward. It was fun, but I finally had to put my foot down. The next morning, he told me that he couldn't go with me because he didn't have any gear. He said he would go down and get some and meet me in a week. That was a month ago. Now I have no food and he took my hiking boots. Before I can continue, I have to go all the way down to the bottom, restock my supplies, and start all over again. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Just a step away. I am.
Now, that within itself is a whole lesson right here. Okay? You know, one of the things that I really took from this is that you can be on your own journey. You know, you can be taking it one step, one day at a time, you know, and being that you desire to help people, you know, or let's just refer to what I was talking about earlier. When you're looking at somebody else's walk, when you allow something else or somebody else in, how it will throw you off. And this is what we do at times. We'll let people, you know, what's going on in the world, you know what I'm saying? And everyone has their own opinion. You know, we'll let that interrupt our peace, you know, because Sally and Sue don't agree with what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Or what you're doing might look different and it might not look like such and such as, you know, we allow these things to interrupt our peace. We allow these things to take us, you know, knock us off our journey. But the beautiful thing about this, you heard what she said at the end. Hope I'll see you soon. Just a step away. I am. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. So again, even in that mistake or something that you have experienced in your life, it has taught you a great deal. You understand me? It might not have felt good. Oh my God! Ah! Y'all, I literally was just about to flip this together. I was going to flip this with you guys. It's called Pocket Maya Angelou, Wisdom, Inspirational Quotes, and wise words from a legendary icon. And I got this for us so we can read it in the mornings. But I was flipping around and we got life. And this is the quote that I literally just caught my eye. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And I feel like this is what we do. You know, we'll let relationships, we'll let friends, we'll let, you know, mama, sister, brother, we'll let a lot of people knock us off our path. You know, we'll let a lot of people's opinion, you know, take us there. And this was a real lesson that 2020 taught me, honey. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. I used to discern people as I would discern myself, because judgment and discernment are two different things, my love. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. I'm telling you, you know, I'm telling you, when someone shows you who you are, somebody needs to know this. Believe them the first time. It's nothing wrong with forgiving them. However, you don't have to allow this person in your sacred space, because if they're not changed, and we have to allow people to grow, be, evolve, and become on their time. But if they're not changed, they're just going to bring that mess Just how that man on the mountain did. You get what I'm saying? Because he really wasn't, whatever reason, he's not sure about his journey and what he wants to do. And here it is, you trying to help them and you trying to be nice, and me trying to look past, what I'm discerning, like I see it clear as day, but I'm like, no, they're going to choose that option and really work through it. They probably will, but not in this moment. And I had to learn, like, when people show you who they are, believe them. Because when you don't, that's when bitterness starts to take root. That's when you break your own heart. It's countless times Tori has broke her own heart. I don't care if it's in business. I don't care if it's in relationships. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And that's not being judgmental. That is working in your spirit of discernment, honey. That is trusting your intuition. Because the thing about it is, like I said, guys, I used to put a filter on people because I've seen so much of their life. I would like put a filter on and blur out the negative things. And so all I seen was their potential. You get what I'm saying? And their beautiful hearts. However, when you have a filter, you're not getting the real thing. You're not getting a whole thing. And though they can aspire to grow, somebody needs to know that. And even in relationships and friendships, though they can get to a place, and when you looking at people with just a filter on and you're cropping out pictures, like that's setting you up for heartbreak. That's setting you up for disappointment. When people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Okay? All right. I felt like that's more on a love energy, a love message. It could be any tip. For real. But when people show you who they are, look how that lined up, guys. Both books. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. Okay? So, let's see what Spirit has for you on this new moon, because I feel like when you do that, that is going to elevate your life. That is going to take you out of the valley. That is going to take you out of the valley. That is going to get you to the mountaintop. That's going to help you weed out, distractions, or, people that say they for you or say they with you, but they're really not. Okay? Yes, that's going to relieve you of the burden. So this new moon in Capricorn, what is this? Transformation, cut it out. Retreat. This new moon in Capricorn is going to transform your life. Capricorn is about action, honey. Yes, inner journey right here. So when you stop judging your path and just allow yourself to flow and be, and stop putting yourself to other people's standards and what things should be and how it should go. When you do that, my love, things are really going to take off for you. You're going to become movement into balance. Things are really going to come into balance. So I feel like this new moon in Capricorn, whatever is falling out, I feel like what Spirit wants somebody to know is that you made your mistakes. You've learned from some lesson. It's just about you applying it now. Movement into balance. That card wanted to come out again. I'm going to take 3 because, 3 is my favorite number for creativity. So what would you like the beautiful soul to know? What's coming into their life, Spirit? What's coming into their life? Self-love. Y'all seen that? Y'all seen that? Come on. Y'all, listen what this inner journey is talking about right here. Not all who wander are lost. Do you hear me? Not all who wander are lost. At times, we are so consumed with our personal journey that we project our journey onto another. Every soul arrives on this planet with lessons to learn and a life to live. Did you hear that? This is personal, my love. This win, this whatever you are experiencing right here, this new moon in Capricorn on this beautiful Tuesday, or whenever you are watching this is personal. This glow up is personal. This transparency with yourself is personal. This level up is personal. This flow, this ease is personal. Do not judge another's journey. Always respect where another person is on their path. Meet everyone you come in contact with where they are on their path. Do not insist they come to where you are. By doing this, you will not only expose those around you to your own healing vibration, but you will offer them acceptance without judgment. This is a great gift to both give and receive. Your path is your path. Honor your path. Don't look at anybody else's. Don't try to bring people with you. If they're not already on your path, baby, if they're over the street, don't be like, hey, come over here. I don't care how beautiful, how grand your path is. You have to allow somebody to learn. You can't want it for them. I mean, you can want it for them, but you can't do it for them. You know? There are lessons, there are steps that make the win so much better. You will, you know, I love peace. You know why I love peace? Because there was a time that I didn't have peace in my life. You know why I don't love drama? Because there was a time that all I had was drama in my life. I appreciate the no drama. I appreciate the peace. You understand me? Sometimes getting stuck in the valley is what makes the climb at the top of the mountain so much enjoyable because of what you experienced. But sometimes somebody needs to know this. You are not Jesus. You are nobody's savior. Okay, my love, you're not. You know, one of the times of 2020 when I took that huge break, you know, I had to do what was best for myself. You know, I had a moment and so many beautiful souls reached out to me, but there was one that particular that really stood out. And, you know, she said something to me. She was like, you know, Tori, that time that you were gone, you know, I really had you on a pedestal. You know, I looked for you for every day to come. And it's not saying that you can't aspire to look to Tori, you know, like, oh, I'm using that as an excuse of why Tori took a leave. Hell no, I had to take a leave because Tori had to make sure Tori was good. Because I can't show up for nobody if I'm not here. You know, as a person and as being a leader, as being a person that people look up to for inspiration, I have a moral compass within myself. You know, I have certain guidelines when it comes to self-love. And anything that I tell you guys, I'm not just telling you this and not living by it. All right? You know, and this beautiful soul was like, she had me on the pedestal. And I'm like, you know, and she was like, you know, she had to really realize, you know, and by that time that I took that leave, she went and got it for herself. And I was so happy, you know, thank you for taking me off of that pedestal. because that's not where I aspire to be. By no means is Tori perfect. I don't ever want you to think that Tori is perfect. I don't ever want you take me. If you put me on them pedestals, take me off, please. From the get-go, that's one of the things that I've always told you. There's no difference between me and you. There's greatness inside of you. There's wisdom inside of your belly. There's something that I'm pretty sure if you shared your life experience, you would change a life. You would install hope by it within somebody. Like, damn, if she got through that, I know I can get through that too. Dang, if he got through that, I know I can get through that too. If you're willing to be transparent, if you're willing to say that, you know what, I'm not perfect. Because I feel like we just have this notion that we just have to be this way. When in reality, no, hell no, you don't have to be that way. Go watch my video. I answer Love Muffins question, honey. I say, listen, we all have good game faces. We have good game face, and I understand people are in certain fields, in certain professions where they have to have a game face, where they have to keep it all together. But I don't care what setting and what place I am in, honey. I don't want a game face. I do not want a game face. I want to wear my face. Whatever that is, whatever comes through. Because I feel like that's how you move into to balance. When we allow ourselves to feel all of our emotions, to work through. You can't work through nothing you don't allow yourself to feel. You get what I'm saying? These raindrops are really, standing out to me right here. I feel like some of the tears and some of the things that, you've experienced, it made you this beautiful soul. It made you go within and really love yourself. If you want the secret to success, if you want the secret to peace, if you want the secret to anything, it's self-love. This is why I speak about it so much, guys. Because that's the truth. When you love yourself, you're able to say, I don't want a game face. I'm not wearing a game face anymore. What you see is what you get. I don't need you to accept it. I don't need you to like it, appreciate it. You get what I'm saying? I've made that peace with myself. I like myself enough. I understand myself enough. I am thankful and so happy that other people, vibe that with me. But that's one of the things to sovereignty and independency, and that's my inner journey that I'll share with you. I want it where I don't rely on anything outside of myself to validate me. And am I still working on that? Yes. But the result of it is I'm not. I don't want anything outside of me to validate me. Not my partner when I get one. Not my job. Not my career. Not nothing to validate me outside of myself. And I used to think that there was something wrong with saying that. But it's not. Not everybody has chosen that path. But I desire to feel that. I desire to feel that self-reliance 129%. Independency within myself. And apparently whoever's watching this, you resonate with that. Because in you doing that, that's how you get everything. That's how you get everything to you. So that's beautiful. So I feel like right now there is something going, you're understanding your inner journey, your inner self. You're working out the technical stuff within. And this is helping shift you into balance. Ultimately, look at that self-love. Y'all seen that card flip out together? Come on. My nephew is so disrespectful. He's copying me. Guys, my nephew is in that mocking stage and he's mocking like everything I say. Listen, he's mocking me. He's so disrespectful. But anyways, self-love right here. We always try to think highly of the ones we love. We even give strangers the benefit of the doubt. But when it comes to self-love, many of us fall short. To love oneself is to accept imperfection, embrace learning, oh my God, and battle through the all-consuming fire of self-doubt in order to find the energetic balance inside each of us. Be aware of the small and tedious voice that perhaps repeats the negative self-assessment you had as a child. Maybe an ex-lover or a friend put a label on you that you've accepted. These self-judgments have no place in a whole healthy relationship that is vital to have with yourself. It's only when you find your love for yourself that you can sincerely offer love to others. You know? So, this is beautiful. This is the truth. Everyone asks me, how did I become successful? How did I do certain things? It's self-love. I don't know. There are so many paths to success. There are so many paths to acceptance of self, but my path is self-love. You get what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, that's why I said, I always told you guys, if you go back from the beginning of my videos, whoever is watching this video, we resonate on a soul level. Be it from another life, this life, but there's nothing that you haven't been through that Tori has not experienced in my past or currently experiencing. You get what I'm saying? Self-love is truly your way. Your path is truly your way. Maybe you've tried to do it other ways. You tried to, 4 of Pentacles right here. So this new moon, this energy in Capricorn is going to help you let go of whatever keeps you from self-love. Whether it's thinking, whether it's relationships. I know, like, oh my God, I know we want to be just done with letting go of stuff. It's 2021, but it's okay. Listen. Hell no. Let go of whatever you got to let go that's keeping you from not loving yourself, from not seeing yourself as the beautiful, divine embodiment soul that you are. And this orange right here, your sacral chakra. How do you get to your passions, your heart's desires? Emotional balance. That's through self-love. What did you do nice for yourself today? Do something nice for yourself today. We also have the World card right here. There's a great ending. But listen, what you perceived as an end, what you perceived as whatever came to a close, this opened you up to true fulfillment, a wish manifesting. This is the journey that you're on. Ace of Swords, truth. Your authentic truth. 8 of Cups. It's about walking away. And most cups, there is the one deck. I think it's in the Wild Unknown Tarot. The 8 of Cups, like whatever you're walking away from, whatever you're leaving behind, it did not serve you. And I don't feel like you need to walk back around to it. You just need to let it go. You need to go on. It did not serve you. And if it did, it served you for a season, and that season has ended. That season is done, honey. And it's time for you to move on. So major movement, major endings, are happening, but it's bringing beginnings, miracle tones. And sometimes in order to, really feel that, that miracle, to make space for that miracle. Yes, a completion is a completion. Oh, to the beautiful. Listen, you vibe with you. You love you. You really love you. Whoever's watching this, you really love you. And maybe that was up for question. But the things that you're walking away from, the things that you're leaving behind, you've completed a major cycle. A major cycle. Just as the great oak starts as a wee acorn. Woo-hoo. This oak tree, this little oak right here is going to be an oak tree one day. You've planted a seed. And that seed is growing, my love. Everything is interconnected with all other happenings, okay? Completion. It's time to celebrate. This is why this 9 of Cups is right here. You're moving into balance. You're finding that balance within yourself. You're having that compassion for yourself. You're understanding like, okay, this is what it is. You're not moving to the beat of anybody else. What do you want? Because it's going to manifest. The 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment. So just make sure that it's what you truly want, because you're going to get something. You're going to, something is manifesting for you, baby. And it's in alignment with you right here. The Ace of Swords. Pink, the heart chakra. Your truth, the self-love right here. I love it. I love it. No. In this deck, the Ace of Swords, it talks about new mental clarity, insight. So the truth. So this new moon in Capricorn is going to reveal some truths to you. And for everybody, it could show up a little different. It could be revealing like what you need to let go of to really love yourself more. Or it's a combination of both. It's going to be revealing to you what you need to do more of to really love yourself. But the clarity that you seek, the divine understanding and insight is here. This new moon in Capricorn, honey, ain't playing. It's like, okay, it's time. Let's get it done. Do this. Remove yourself out of this. I love it. It's beautiful. Truly beautiful. And as I was just saying that, like, somebody, you just have to come to terms that you're an amazing person, or that you hold the wisdom. This new moon in Capricorn is going to show you, like, really going to heighten for somebody your self-worth, because I feel like that's what keeps you. You probably got a hella good game face. A hella good game face. But to have that cultivated within yourself, it's really going to help you, because you're amazing. You are freaking amazing. To the beautiful soul who is watching this video, I love you guys so freaking much. I'm not going to keep you too much longer. Please go outside in nature. I don't know what you doing, some little ritual. Yes. This is a perfect time right now. I actually have my little ritual box that I'm going to be indulging in tonight. But yes, this is a perfect moon to manifest. We had the 11 level portal on Monday, was 111. Like, yes, use these vibrations, use these energies. Capricorn, I love Capricorn because Capricorn gets things done. Whatever that get things done is, even if that's moving away from somebody, even if that's accepting yourself more, whatever it is, Capricorn is going to get it done. Okay, so I love you guys so freaking much, and it was such an honor to do this video for you. As always, I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and so much peace. And clearly Kaden is too. Kaden is too. Okay guys, I love you, and I'll catch you.
Follow, she blazing.